Hi, I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman the Animated Series of Batman. Alright, my zillions, this is pretty cool. Getting to do a non-DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series Batman is actually kind of exciting. Different scale, and I love what DC Collectibles has done with their animated line, but this is interesting because it's bigger. It's just different. It feels different. If you've checked out any of my Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse stuff, and at some point I'm probably going to stop saying Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse, but right now, for the time being, for at least a couple waves. Not that I'm getting full waves here, but I do have two other figures in hand to review in the coming days. So, anywho, let's get to this Batman the Animated Series Batman. First off, we got a nice, lovely card, as we have with all the rest. Nice cell art from the animated series. On the back, we have a nice data file on Batman. So you can check that out. It's pretty cool. I like that they give these. I don't think I'm keeping them, but I like it. One of these figures come with a nice stand. These animated figures with, like, smaller legs kind of could use it a little more than the other figures. But right now, Batman's actually standing pretty good. It got a little DC embossed on there. Not embossed, but tampoed on, and it works fine. We get a couple extra holding hands, and unfortunately, one of mine is shipped. Yeah, that's... I would think they would have just made this in black plastic, or that could be gray paint on there for all I know. I don't know, maybe it's gray paint. But yeah, they're fine. You will need the holding hands to first hold this very stylistic Batarang from the animated series. Very nice, but very simple. And then the animated series style grapple gun. You know what? I'm probably not going to use any of this stuff, but this is really good looking. You got red at the edges here. You got silver here, which looks really nice. And the sculpt is very well done. Articulation on this Batman head is, I'm guessing, on a ball joint. It's very odd, the way it maneuvers. Yeah. It feels weird. It feels like it's going to break in a way, so you can move it that way, but the way his neck is, you're not getting a great range of motion. The midsection works pretty good, gotta say, and then so does the waist. You do have butterfly joints on all of these figures, which is cool, but unfortunately, very hard to use on this guy. Kind of wasted, but it's there. You could finagle it. Hinge swivel at the shoulder otherwise, which works okay, but again, cape, is not so hot. Even though it is soft plastic, it isn't moving so well. Bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, which is ratcheted. You get a nice ratcheted elbow. Nice. Hinge swivel otherwise for the wrist. And then at the legs, you get a split of that much, kicks that much, goes back. Get a little bit of rotation in there. Double jointed knee. Ooh. That is very tight. That's scary tight. So heat that up. That's been about the tightest joint I've had. Oh, both sides are very tight. I didn't even notice that. All right, so heat. Very much needed on this guy. We'll get to that, but youch. A little bit of a rocker on the foot. You have a hinge. You can swivel it, and you have a toe hinge. So, not bad articulation, but those knees could be problematic. Proportions are very big and bulky on this guy. Very huge, top heavy. So proportions are animated series-esque. A lot of folks are saying this is more like the new animated series stuff. I guess, maybe. I think it looks fine enough. There's, there's room for some original aesthetics in there, Mcfarlane aesthetics. I don't mind it. I don't. I think it looks really good. I mean, it evokes the style, and I'm fine with it. Taking a closer look, though, the head sculpt is pretty good. The eyes look good. The mouth looks good. You might have a little choppiness around the face. We've seen that before already. This side's pretty clean, and around the mask is a little choppy, but it's not so bad. A little choppiness around the bat emblem here, and you can see that the paint isn't fully painted. Well, it isn't fully printed, I should say, because you see it's coming out a little bit on the bat symbol. You see it on the bottom, it's a little empty, and then a little bit over on top. The utility belt looks pretty decent. A little choppy on the bottom, but that's not so bad. Sculpt-wise, I think it looks very, very good. I like the chest completely. I like the gloves. They look really good. The legs look really good. I think this might be the same body as the Superman figure. I gotta take that one out. I gotta find it actually because I've been moving stuff around here, actually cleaning up the studio, which is good. But the legs look pretty good overall. The cape, I like the kind of purplish inside, and then very flat black on the back. Flat meaning like totally flat. And then it's cut fine on the bottom. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good looking figure. For size comparisons, here he is with Ra's al Ghul, the prototype Apollo, Broly Full Power, Manga Ultra 7, The Thing, Zangief, DC Essentials Batman, a DC Collectibles animated series Batman. You can see how much of a difference there is here. Mcfarlane Toys Detective 1000 Batman, and finally the Superman animated series Superman. And I did want to do a quick look here because I feel like there's reuse here, and I feel like the chest might be the same, as well as the like upper arms, and maybe the legs. I think it is. I think it's the same legs, chest. It feels pretty much the same. This part is different. This part is sculpted differently, so I don't know. I think there is some reuse here, and you know, why wouldn't there be? But yeah, I do feel like there's some. And my final thoughts, I think this is a pretty good figure, honestly. It looks the part to me. I really like how it feels and it looks. My one weird point is the knees are very tight on this one, so a little bit of heat is necessary. So be careful with yours. When you get it, give that a check. It is probably the only, you know, kind of stuckish joint that I've had thus far in the line, so that's pretty good. Alright guys, and that is my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to support the channel, feel free to check out my eBay page. Buy yourself something nice, and I do appreciate that. Alright guys, till next time. Peace out, peeps.